Alright, you guys. Welcome back. I'm AI. This is AI Collectibles. And what I have for you today is a review of the BROTOYS X BMS 112 Berserker Barret. It is LR001 is the number on the figure. I am excited to get this guy unboxed. I love Final Fantasy. I'm curious to see what their first figure like is for this series. I really hope we get Cloud and hopefully Tifa, maybe Aerith, some other characters from Final Fantasy VII. But I'm really curious to see how this guy is. He's based on the VTS or the V-Toys body. So what I'm going to do is get this guy opened up, go through his accessories, and I'll give my opinion on him. But while he's here, let's take a quick look at the box. You get a nice look of the figure posed up on the front. And on the back there, you get a nice picture of the figure with his extra head sculpt, other accessories. So let's get to the unboxing. Stay tuned. Alright, you guys. So here is the BROTOYS X BMS Berserker Barret, and holy shit, man. I was not expecting to be this taken aback from him. He is an impressive figure. The articulation, it's got double jointed elbows, knees. We'll go through the articulation later on, but man, the soft goods, everything fits nicely. It's got nice stitching. The pouches, the straps, I mean, everything, just it fits nicely, right down to the boots, man. Like the paint apps, the tattoo, the paint apps on his head. Like, man, this is like some 1/6 scale, like level shit, but in a 6-inch 112 scale figure. I'm pleasantly surprised and pretty blown away. So what I want to do now is go through some of the accessories. So he comes with a replacement for his Gatling gun arm, which is a nice claw. There's no articulation in it, doesn't move, but it has some really nice paint applications to it. And it's got like a nice brush metal paint and some wash there that just makes it look great. And it's got some nice highlights there, some nice gold paint. You got some copper paint there. It's just really fantastic looking. Then you get the other head sculpt as well, which is also really beautifully done. And this is the one that has his smoking cigar. And again, man, it looks great. The earring is nicely painted. There's no paint slop. I like what they used for the hair and his beard, the scars on his cheek. His eyes look fantastic. Like, it's a really nice looking head sculpt, man. I'm really digging it. It looks great. Then he also comes with his pair of sunglasses. Now, these are more in vein of like 1/6 glasses, so I would be careful. They're, I'd be more worried about breakage. So I would be very careful putting these on and off and just handling them very carefully, because you don't want to break them, right? But, I mean, there you go. They sit on the figure nicely. They clasp around his ears great. They sit on his nose well. Like, they're very natural looking on the head sculpt, which I like. He also comes with his dog tags. And again, they're really nice. And they even have like some printed numbers and stuff on there, although it's very small. But still, it's a nice addition. And you get two, because dog tags usually come in pairs, right? So, and yeah, it looks great. He also comes with hands. So, comes with two relaxed palms. And this one has a wrist peg on it, because I'll show you. When you take the gun off, you can put a hand in there. There's a place for the peg to fit in, so he can have two hands if you wanted to. He also has some gloved hands for his left hand, so he's got a pointing hand. And again, it's got some nice paint apps on it. It's got like some silver kind of metal wash there for the metal parts here and on his knuckles. But yeah, it's got some nice paint throughout. Looks great. And then same as the fisted one. You get the same similar painted apps for that. And it also looks really nice. Looks like there's some schmag there from the hole being bored out. So, well, yeah, some leftover plastic there. I'll have to clean that up a bit. And then you get the two like grabbing hands as well for left and right. And then you also get two fisted hands, left and right. And they look great. Like they have nice shading on them, and they don't look too big on the figure, which is a big issue when it comes to 1/6 scale figures. They haven't quite nailed the hand to size of the figure ratio. So let's take a closer look at the figure. Again, he's got like the head sculpt. I'm really impressed with. The teeth and gums are really nicely clean. On his neck and his chest, there's like painted hair, man, and it looks pretty great. It looks natural, right? Like the hair on his neck, the hair on his chest. It looks really nice. It's a nice touch that they didn't have to do, but the fact that you see so much of his chest and his neck, it's kind of nice that they added those little painted hairs. And again, the head sculpt, everything is nice and clean. Now look at this outfit. Like, it looks great. It fits him nicely, right? He's got nice definition on his chest and his arms. The tattoos painted nicely on his left arm. Looks great. The flames. He's got some nice, like you can get him just in a T pose, right? He's got a nice bicep cut. Double jointed elbows that move nicely, right? Oh, I'm knocking stuff around. Same with the hands, right? You get your standard, wrist peg. So it depends on how you move the hand is how you want that up and down movement to go, right? You can kind of place it wherever you want. If you want it to go this way or up and down, right? So let's get that arm down. The neck also has really good articulation. Like you can look up quite a bit. You can look down, like chin the chest, which is nice, right? And you get lots of nice movement in that head sculpt. It's freaking ballin', man. That's fantastic. And then you get the extra peg there as well, right? It's on 2 joints, so which helps with the movement. And then you get a nice waist cut there, which gives them some nice movement forward and back. You also get some hip on a ball, which is nice. Same with this arm. It's the same articulation as the other arm, but the gun pops off. Now the only thing is, the gun doesn't have a peg in it, and I don't know if I can show it on camera, but it just kind of sits on the arm, but it's tight enough that it doesn't really pop off. So, and the gun has some nice articulation as well, but we'll go through that in a sec. But he's got this sleeve that goes over his arm, and again, it doesn't hinder the articulation, but it covers it up nicely, right? So it looks more natural. Same with the legs. Because you have all the straps and stuff for his pouches, you're not going to be able to get them in a full split. So, but yeah, you got the cut there. Also has double jointed knees. All right, you can move it about forward about that much, back about that much. And what I like about these boots is that they're rubber, man. So, like, you can still articulate the legs or, the feet. So you still get that foot and leg articulation, right? and it looks great. The boots look nice. They have like some worn paint to it, so it looks like they've been worn for a while, right? Same with the pouches. They have some nice wear on them. But everything seems pretty sturdy, like I'm not scared I'm going to break anything. Like, especially with the straps and stuff. I mean, have a little bit of caution, but, you know, because they are so tiny and the buckles and stuff, you don't want to break anything, but I don't know, I'm pretty confident the figure will be okay. And there's even like some wash on the clothing, so it looks a little dirtier, which I really like. Like, it's a great looking figure, and the clothing and everything is just fantastic. The extra wash and dirt and grime that they add to the clothing just gives it a nice worn look, right? And same on the back. You get some pockets. You know, the stitching might be a little big around the pockets, but I think it still looks good. I think it looks great. And you get these nice little buckles here. The collar around the neck sits nicely, which is hard. They have trouble doing it in 1/6 scale figures, never mind 1/12 scale figures. But, you know, the flaps and everything for the collar, they just sit nicely, right? Like, and the fraying around the sleeves, like everything just looks well worn, but it's supposed to. Like, it's naturally looking well worn, which is a nice touch. And even the boots, like there's some silver paint around the buckles, the zippers, some nice wash to the bottom of the boots even. Like, he's fantastic looking, man. Yeah, I'm really impressed with him. And then same with the claw. You just push it right on there, right? Oh, it does sit on there pretty nicely. You just gotta push it a little bit, right? So it rests on there, but yeah, looks great. And then the head sculpt as well pops off nice and easy, but sits on there nice as well. And we'll get the smoking one on there. Trying to do this without breaking the glasses. I would suggest maybe taking the glasses off, because I've swapped heads on like my 1/6 like Arnie figures, and I've snapped the glasses because I was too stubborn to pop them off when I was swapping out head sculpts. Oh no! Dropped his cigar out of his mouth. Come on, bud. So I might have to give him a little bit of heat. Oh, there we go. Nope. That didn't pop on. Alright. Like everything else, once you get it off camera, the head pops on, no problem. So let's take a look at his Gatling gun. And again, it's like the same level that I expect just from looking at the figure in general. It's fantastic. It's got a nice metal, like, paint wash to it. There's like a little button here where the clip fits in that's blue, painted blue. I don't know if that shows up on camera as nicely. But yeah, the turret doesn't move per se, but it does pop out. So you can see, right? This is in two pieces. But it slides on there easy. I guess with a little bit of force you can get it to spin, right? And then, yeah, the clip sits in. It's not removable. It's in there pretty sturdy, but yeah, it's still a really nice looking Gatling gun arm, man. Like, it looks fantastic. Yeah, I really like the level of detail and sculpting and paint apps on these guns and on his hook. They look great. They look beautiful. So here he is with his cigar head sculpt on. He's got his claw out, ready to mess some stuff up. But yeah, I'm in love with this guy. I really am. I'm glad I grabbed him. Yeah, I think being a part of the Lost Cause Collective is going to be the death of my wallet. Because, yeah, I instantly grabbed this guy. I was already on the fence. They brought it up. We're talking about it on stream. I looked up, it was still available, and I pre-ordered it instantly. And I really hope that BROTOYS X BMS does some more of these figures. I really hope we get a Cloud at least. And then the fun will be finding a bike in the scale, and hopefully they get a bike. Hopefully they'll do a bike in this scale to go with Cloud. That would be fantastic. All right, so what I'm going to do now is bring in some other 6-inch scale figures to do a size comparison. So we have a Mezco 112 here, and he's a big boy, man. Like, this is an average Mezco style body, and he towers over him, right? Also got Daredevil here from the new 3-pack. I got, let's get the Mezco guy out of here. We have the Ninja Turtles, Utrom. And then we have a G.I. Joe classified bazooka. Oh, and he's drunk. And bazooka's already pretty big for a G.I. Joe classified, so this kind of gives you a bit of scope on the size of this guy, right? So we'll get them out of there. And we'll give my final thoughts. So yeah, I mean, I kind of went through it already. But I'm really impressed with this figure. I think, and I've said it many times, Mezco's starting it, like, Mezco's doing it for a bit now. They're finally hitting their stride where we're getting 1/12 scale figures that are similar to 1/6 scale figures when it comes to these soft goods. And I think we're getting soft goods, but we're getting better articulation. We're getting great clothing. Like, I'm not scared to pose this guy around, play with him, and that's a big plus. Like, me being in the 1/6 scale community for many years now, and most of my collection is 1/6 scale figures. And I've always wanted something that's smaller, but on the same quality level or better. And I think what we're getting now is finally on that same level of quality, and in some aspects with articulation even better. And they're a smaller scale. So they take up less shelf space, they're a little cheaper, so you can buy more. So when you get a whole squad or a whole team, you know, I don't mind paying $100 for a figure that's, you know, at this level of detail and quality, right? And I mean, that's in Canadian dollars. It's cheaper if you're in the US. Shipping's also cheaper, right? So, yeah, I'm blown away. Like, this guy, I gotta look at my top 5 list and squeeze something out of there, because this fucking guy's going on there. He is a fantastic figure. I really hope we get more from these guys for Final Fantasy VII. Like, we need a Cloud, we need a Tifa, we need an Aerith. You know, like, just, I want more. I want more now. So, yeah, beautiful figure. I got mine at 5K Toys, and I believe they still have these in stock, along with the Fury Toys Leonardo, not Ninja Turtle figure. They still have him in stock. I also ordered one of those, so I'll probably be getting that in the new year. And I know he was released this year, so who knows? He might make it onto my top 5 too. But yeah, it's I can't gush about this guy enough, man. I'm seriously thinking about dialing back the 1/6 and, you know, going into 1/12 again, just because stuff like this, you know, it's breathtaking. It's a beautiful figure overall. So enough of me gushing. You know what to do. Hit that notification button so you get notified when I put out new videos. Like and subscribe. Share my shit. If you like what you see, put it out there, man. Put it out there on the internets and let other people see. And yeah, I appreciate you guys that do watch my videos, that do like, you know, that do comment, and also that, you know, participate in my live streams. So that's all I got for you guys today. So I'm out of here.